EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store. As it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The third of three games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Allen going to go to the air right away. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Second and 6. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now Allen. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 down at the 33. Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
going back to your game plan coming in.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I looked to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Takes it to about the 37.
That's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in this wild card game.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be the inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Allen to throw once more. And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jordan Watkins. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Allen. Throw out wide to Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for the Bills. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Now Allen again. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. To the air, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Bills.
From the gun, it's Allen. Gonna throw right side here, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
All 52.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bills have broken the tie.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get one man to slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Allen now looks to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, what are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll try and it's a fumble. And the Bills have recovered. On those sneaks, Charles, so many arms, bodies in there. Tough to protect it. You see it there.
And you and I both know that behind closed doors, coaches just call that careless. You know you're going into a mass of bodies, and they're going to be reaching for the football, and you're taught just to get low, protect the ball, and just drive forward and get what little yardage you need. In this case, let the ball get away from his body. It got knocked free.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 41, here's second and a couple. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Allen going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. From the left side, it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Half 85, half 85.
Here's Allen.
He completes this to Walker.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Allen going to run with it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 197 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter. So to get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give them a lot of credit.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. Allen. Allen going to run with it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Ravens 17.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Here comes 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
A 2-yard pickup.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.